Hello, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Hoyle again. Today I'm going to read a story, but before I begin, I need to let you know I am going to need you to help me. I want everybody to find their pointer finger, just like mine, because we're going to be using it. This story, Caps for Sale, is a story about a peddler. He's someone who sells something, some monkeys and some monkey business. Are you ready? That is the peddler. Wow, he looks strange, doesn't he? Caps for sale. Once there was a peddler who sold caps, but he was not like any ordinary peddler carrying his wares on his back. He carried them on top of his head. First he had his own checked cap, then a bunch of gray caps, some brown caps, blue caps, and on the very top, a bunch of red caps. He walked up and down the streets, holding himself very straight as not to upset the caps. And as he went along, he called, "Caps! Caps for sale! 50 cents a cap!" One morning, he couldn't sell any caps. He walked up the street, and he walked down the street, calling, "Caps! Caps for sale! 50 cents a cap!" But nobody wanted any caps that morning. Nobody wanted even a red cap. He began to feel very hungry, but he had no money for lunch. "I think I'll go for a walk in the country," said he, and he walked out of town slowly, so as not to upset his caps. He walked for a long time until he came to a great big tree. "Oh, that's a nice place for a rest," thought he, and he sat down very slowly under the tree. He leaned back little by little against the tree trunk so as not to disturb the caps on his head. Then he put his hands to feel as if they were straight. First he had his check cap, then the gray caps, the brown caps, the blue caps, the red caps on the very top. They were all there, so quietly he went to sleep. He slept for a long time. When he woke up, he felt so good he began to stretch. Oh, look at him moving those arms. And he felt very rested. But take a good look at the peddler. Does he look the same? But before standing up, he felt his head with his hand to make sure his caps were all there in the right place. All he felt was his own checked cap. What had happened to his caps? He looked to the right of him, no caps. He looked to the left, no caps. He looked in the back, no caps. He looked behind the tree, no caps. Then he looked up into the tree, and what do you think he saw? Oh, on every branch sat a monkey. On every monkey was a gray, brown, blue, or red cap. Now, doesn't that look silly? I never saw a monkey with a cap. The peddler looked at the monkeys. The monkeys looked at the peddler. He didn't know what to do. Finally, he spoke to them. You see him looking up at all those monkeys? And he took his pointer finger, can you see? Get yours ready. And he said, shaking one finger, "You give me back my caps." But the monkeys only shook their fingers back at him and went, "Sss." This made the peddler angry, and he shook both hands at them, and he said, "You monkeys, give me back my caps." Get your hands ready, you do it. "You monkeys, give me back my caps." But the monkeys only shook both of their hands back at him and said, "Sss." Now he felt quite angry. He stamped his feet. And he said, "You monkeys, you better give me back my caps." But the monkeys only stamped their feet back at him and said, "Sss." By this time, the peddler was really very angry. He stamped both his feet and shouted, "You monkeys must give me back my caps." But the monkeys only stamped both their feet back at him and said, "Sss." At last, he became so angry that he pulled off his own cap, threw it on the ground, and began to walk away. But then, look, each monkey pulled off his cap, and all the gray caps, all the brown caps, all the blue caps, and all the red caps came flying down out of the tree. So the peddler picked up his caps and put them back on his head. First he put his check cap on, then the gray caps. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the brown caps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the blue caps. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the red caps. 1, 2, 3, 4. On the very top. Wow, do you think we could count them all together? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Woo! And the checked cap made 17. And slowly, he walked back to town calling, "Caps! Caps for sale! 50 cents a cap." I wonder if he ever sold his caps. I don't know, because that's the end. I hope you like this story. It's one of my favorites. It's a very old story, but still a good story. Until next time, have a good day.